Welcome to another edition of Transform Your Life. And this one I'm calling my 6 essential lessons from the School of Life. I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things I wished I had known during ages, let's say 17 through 40. And probably I heard some of them said around me, but I know I didn't take any of them seriously. Some of them weren't said at all, but the ones that were, I didn't take them seriously, and I certainly didn't apply them. And I paid a major price for that, for some of them. So this is my attempt to try to make sure my mistakes aren't repeated by listeners who are younger than that or in those young categories or any age. So if you're thinking, I'm not sure I really need to listen to this, I encourage you to think again and give it a listen because we are all given one life, one chance at life to live. That's it. And it goes by really fast. So wouldn't you think it would be wise to do what we can to make it easier and more enjoyable along the way? Know up front that these aren't in any particular order of importance, as I feel each listener is going to rank them in their own order of importance, whatever that may be. The next one, take care of your physical body. It's the only one you've got, and you want it to be in good enough health and good enough shape to last you your entire lifespan. You're not going to ever be able to trade this one in. It's not like a car. This one that you've been given, this is it. So don't assume you can just sit back and it will take care of itself. Not so. You need to be the one to put in the time consistently to take care of it. The list of physical ailments you will experience by not doing this is endless. And along with those ailments, your ability to enjoy your life will greatly suffer. You are the caretaker of your precious body, and I encourage you to take that role very seriously. Okay, speaking of the body, the next one is floss. Take care of your teeth. Fortunately, I did pretty well on this over the years, except for the years I was addicted to bubble gum, gummy bears, blow pops. But I think I was able to get away with a lot of that because I had genetics on my side, and I always did brush my teeth. However, I didn't get on the flossing train or bandwagon until my 40s. And if it helps you to remind yourself to floss, remember this. You want to think of all the surfaces on your teeth. Teeth have 5 surfaces. And when you brush your teeth, you're only cleaning 3 of them. So that leaves the other 2 up for grabs, totally exposed for plaque, decay, inflammation, you name it. So if that doesn't encourage you to floss, I don't know what would. Also, here's something I wish someone had told me regarding dental care. There is no such thing as decent dental insurance. And dental care, especially in your later years, is extremely expensive. You will experience things like root canals, crowns, And if you've saved enough money for later on, you'll want to have implants instead of dentures. And those are extremely expensive. Believe me, all of what I've mentioned is in your future. You are not going to be the exception. So heed the call. The next life lesson, speaking of money, have a savings plan and use it. This is a huge life lesson. Don't spend all your money. Save. Do yourself a favor, open a few different savings accounts, and each time you have money coming in, have it automatically deposited in your savings account. That way it's easy and it's painless. You don't see it. You don't even see it's happening. And boy, what a difference it makes. So let me give you a little backdrop to this particular lesson for me. Being a female raised in the 1950s, I wasn't given adequate knowledge at all or any instruction really on money. And it was assumed that I would marry an Ivy League lawyer or doctor to provide for me financially. Fortunately, I purposely chose not to go that route, which is great because I definitely would recommend never allowing yourself to rely on another person for finances of any kind, no matter who it is. But that puts all the financial responsibility on your shoulders, where it should be. So take money and savings very seriously. It determines your future, and it determines the quality of your future. Fortunately, this day and age is very different. Women get to be informed all the time by, people like Susie Orman, for example, and there are more and more people like this. You get to be advised as a female on becoming financially independent. So be sure to take that to heart. Take those resources seriously. Read them or listen to them audibly. Be financially knowledgeable about everything that's going on or not going on with your money. It is paramount. Don't keep your head in the clouds like I did. That was a major mistake, and one I hope you don't repeat. I hope you will avoid it by taking this lesson to heart. Here's another life lesson I'd recommend for everyone. Learn to be a good listener. Listening is the most important part of effective communication. Not talking, not the ability to articulate or present yourself, but listening. Have you ever been in the presence of a very good listener and know how good that feels? It's amazing. So learn to listen more and talk a little less. Good listening is an art, and it really requires that you are present in the moment, listening to what the person is saying 100%, and not listening while you're thinking at the same time about what you're going to say next, which is what most people do. Heartfelt listening. It is such a lovely gift to receive and to give. And I want you to think about, wouldn't the world be such a better place if we were all taught to really listen, and that we did that on a daily basis? What a difference. And lastly, here's a big one. This might be the most important of them all. Know that life is a gift and act accordingly. Cherish being alive. I had this gift given to me in my 30s, late 30s, due to a progressive neurological disorder which took over for me. And I experienced firsthand, and still am, how very valuable and sacred life is. I encourage you, don't wait until something negative befalls you to learn this. Also, I encourage you, do your best to design your life. Don't just let it happen to you. Design it. Make sure you're spending enough time with people you love and care about. Make sure you're spending enough time doing the things you love and that bring you joy. And also make the time to do some kind of volunteering with your life. It is so important to give yourself to a greater cause, helping those in need. It's very important because it makes your life that much more meaningful. I hope you found this video informative, at least thought-provoking, and helpful. Use this information to your advantage now instead of leaving life up to chance, as doing that, leaving it up to chance, can definitely lead to regret. I look forward to seeing you next time.